Generating over $10,000 a month for your business is a huge milestone no matter what home service industry you're in. And in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how I would go about starting from zero with almost no money to making my first $10,000 a month in the dog waste removal industry. Let's get right into it. For those who don't know, my name is William. I'm the president of a 7-figure pooper scooper business in the Pacific Northwest and the founder of the Poop Scoop Millionaire community on School. And in this video, I'm breaking down step by step exactly how I would start my brand new dog waste removal business, taking it from $0 to $10,000 a month in recurring revenue. And in this video, I'm going to specifically talk about the strategies I would use if I did not have a lot of money. I have another video, I'll link it at the end, that talks about how to get to 100 customers in realistically 30 days or less, but that does take a lot of capital. In this video, I'm just going to break down those free strategies and show you how you can put in some time to basically make a really good income without any employees, without a lot of overhead, and without a lot of risk, really. So let's get right into it. All right, so to kick this video off, I'm going to make a couple assumptions. I'm going to assume that you already have means of transportation, and I'm also going to assume that you already have a cell phone, access to the internet, some kind of basic things like that. Most of us have that within our daily lives right now, so I'm not going to include those in the costs. But what I am going to include are some of the essentials that you absolutely need to get started. And that's going to be your scooping equipment. You're going to need the lobby dustpan. You're going to need the extendable garden rake. You're going to need some trash bags. You're going to need a little clamp. And you're definitely going to need some kennel grade disinfectant so you aren't getting dogs sick. So once you have all your basic equipment, usually you can get that for a couple $100. The next thing I'd invest a little bit of money into, not a ton, is just to get a basic t-shirt. Maybe you made a free logo online. Just some basic branding that lets people know what you do and the service that you provide. And then I'd probably just get a handful of business cards, maybe like 100 business cards. And they're not going to be too essential, but it is good to have them if you're out and about talking to people. Once you have all your basic equipment, the strategy that I really like, especially for new pooper scoopers, is to go ahead, take your bucket, take your rake, take your t-shirt. If you have a family member, if you have kids, if you have somebody that's really photogenic, go ahead and take a photo with them with your branded t-shirts and all your equipment. And what you're going to do is post that photo in local Facebook groups. So we're talking buy-sell trade groups, we're talking local neighborhood groups. You can post it on neighbor.com app. And you're just going to want to get it out there, and you're going to want to let people know that you are doing a free trial for your service. You're going to offer 2 weeks of free service in exchange for a Google review. And I actually recently had somebody in the Poop Scoop Millionaire community do this. I'll just pull this up on screen and read it to you guys. But yeah, his name was Paul. He literally took a picture of his kids, his dog, his scoop bucket, and he posted the free trial offer in just, I think, one Facebook group. And he said he had over 20 people lined up to get free service for him. This is absolutely huge because it didn't cost really any money to post in those free Facebook groups. And with 20 people wanting a trial of your service, there's a really high likelihood that a lot of them are going to sign up for services afterwards. That was just from one post. So imagine if you're in 50 different Facebook groups posting 2 to 3 times a week, you're going to start to get a lot of traction. So obviously, as you are going through this process, you're going to want to make sure you have a Google business profile set up so you can actually start collecting those reviews, because that's really the key to making this work long term. You're giving away free service in exchange for a review on your Google profile. It's going to help you show up organically more. As you get these free trials coming through, you're going to be able to start to get referrals. You're going to be able to start to make content to post in other Facebook groups, because you're actually providing business activity. You actually have content to capture and put out there to the world. And it's just going to slowly start to snowball. I know some people are afraid to give away stuff for free because they think their time is so valuable or this or that. But honestly, when you're first starting off a business, if you don't have any cash flow, if you're not generating any revenue, your time is literally worthless because you are not providing any billable hours. So giving away service for free, especially if you don't have a lot of money, is a great way to go ahead and get started. So the next thing I would kind of add on to this free trial method strategy, especially on these Facebook groups, is while people are interacting, if they like it, if they comment, maybe they don't ask to get on a free trial, I would literally go through and DM every single person that interacted with your Facebook post and see if they know anybody that might be interested in checking out the service for free. Typically, I've seen some other members of the Poop Scoop Millionaire community try this out, and they're having to message between 100 to 150 people to get somebody to actually sign up for that free trial. And then I want to say close to half of people are signing up, but I don't have that number confirmed right now. But once I get it, I will share that with you guys. But there is going to be a good chunk of people that sign up for free, and you're just going to slowly enhance the exposure that you have if you're DMing all these people that show interest in the service. All right, so now that we have some strategies to actually go out and start getting your first handful of customers without spending any money in advertising other than just getting your t-shirt and being able to take a picture, post it on the internet, it's time to really start to look at the math behind what we need to do to hit that $10,000 a month mark. And if you watch some of our other videos, like our pricing video, I typically recommend that you charge around $100 per month for weekly cleanups on average. So this is going to vary if people want twice a week cleanups, every other week cleanups, once a month cleanups. But on average, it's really good to have your ticket price around $100 a month. With this in mind, you're going to need about 100 customers to hit that $10,000 a month mark. And honestly, this is very achievable. If you don't account for churn, you literally only need to be able to get 2 new customers every single week to be able to hit this goal. And I think using that free trial method, reaching out to friends and family, letting them know you provide the service, and boosting those Google reviews, I think you have a really legitimate chance of getting that without really even spending any money on ads within your first year. I think that's very achievable if you are willing to put in the work. With that being said, if you are working a job, or maybe this is a side hustle for you to start, a really smart thing to do would be to set some money aside, and maybe once you get to 40, 50, 60 customers and you're able to replace a big chunk of your full-time income from your job, you could actually go ahead and make the leap at that point. Once you're making 5, 6, 7 grand a month, make the leap, go full-time into the business, and take some of that money that you saved and invest it into Facebook and Google advertising. All right, so when it comes to Google and Facebook advertising, typically Google provides the highest quality leads, but Facebook is able to provide you with more leads and able to scale a little bit faster just because there's notoriously low search volumes in the industry. Not a lot of people looking for pet waste removal, dog waste removal, pooper scooper service, dog poop pickup. Not a ton of searches compared to other industries like lawn care or the trades, electrical, plumbing, HVAC. There might be thousands of searches there and maybe only tens of searches in our industry still. So it's not going to take a big budget to start commanding some leads from Google. So I'd probably start off by investing around $1,000 a month into Google ads once you start generating that cash flow. When it comes to advertising on Facebook, I think spending around $50 kind of on the low end is going to be a good place to be. Honestly, I do prefer to spend at least $100 a day, which is around $3,000 a month. But if you're just starting off, you don't have a big budget, I think you can get away with spending $50 a day, which is going to be around $1,500 a month. And unlike Google, this isn't going to be search-based. It's going to be disruption advertising. So having pictures of you in your local area, wearing a uniform, having your pooper scooper bucket, calling out the person that you want to service. So attention dog owners in whatever service area you're in. So it's going to go a really long way. And if you really want the Facebook ads to just take off like crazy, I would give people the same offer that you gave in the Facebook groups, at least when you're first starting off. So that's going to be giving them 1 or 2 free services in exchange for a online review. And as I mentioned, a lot of people are going to sign up for your services after that. Do keep in mind, I don't recommend that you do this forever, because as you start to build up that client base, you start getting 75, 80, 100, 125 clients. You're probably not going to have time to keep doing this, and you can change your offer to giving a first free initial cleanup, $20 off your first service, just something that's good enough to hook them, but might not take as much of your effort and energy. So for those of you that have even more money to invest into Google and Facebook ads, you can kind of skip the first step of this video, and I actually made a second video that talks about how to go from 0 to 100 customers really fast, which is going to put you around that $10,000 a month range. We've personally done this over 3 times with 3 locations, going from 0 to 10K a month plus within, about a month to 6 weeks every single time. So we do have quite a bit of experience doing this, and now we've scaled to 7 figures and beyond with our own Pooper Scooper business. So I'll go ahead and link that up here somewhere for you guys to click on that, check it out. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a great day, and happy scooping.